Keep getting shocked again. Oh, I was talking to Cheb. I guess I was talking to you too. Tien's at home today. I keep getting shocked. And it's annoying. Love the blue on you. Thank you. Hi, friends. How's it going? Yeah, I hope you have a great vacation this week. That's exciting. I have stuff to do. And it's all stuff that I could have gotten done. Well, I was really productive yesterday too. I was working on GoTel stuff all day yesterday, and I was very productive. But I also could have gotten other stuff done. But it's stuff that I was like, I don't know where to start with some of it. And then in my brain, I like built it up to being like, this is going to take a really long time, even though it probably won't. But you know, that's fun. It's fine. Thanks for the flashbang, Gmail. Shutting. might be able to play DBD tonight. Potentially a couple matches. We'll see. Because I have a yoga class tonight. Because I had one extra... Like, I signed up for a whole class, but I missed a class because I wasn't feeling well that day. So I was like, I'm just not going to go. So I had a pass left over, and this is the final week of the winter classes. So I was like, I'll sign up for a yoga, but the yoga starts at 6 o'clock my time. Takes me about a half hour to walk, and I'll need to change clothes like before I go into class. That was it. Not be DVDing either. I'm pretty sick of my shit. No, like, I was like, well, I'm pretty sure Dylan's gonna be able to DBD. I was like, I'm not sure about T. I was like, I know T's going on vacation, plus still has like work stuff. So I was like, I don't know if T's gonna be able to play tonight. I assumed you were going to. And I was like, well, they still have 3. So either worst case, they just, you know, have a person they don't know, like a random teammate. Or like maybe Nessa could play, or Thimpa, or somebody else. Oh, you're leaving tonight. Okay. Oh, well, that's fun. That's exciting. I hope you guys have a great time. I hope you have a safe trip. Hope you have a great time. You're able to relax and just enjoy being with each other. That's good. A midweek vacation, that's the way. Because then you don't have to like, you know, because sometimes even if you have like a long weekend and you're like, okay, we're going to leave on Thursday, we'll come back on a Sunday, then you have that like, fuck, then we got to go to work the next day. And even if you do like a Tuesday through Thursday and you have to log in on Friday, then it's just a Friday because then it's the weekend. So it's not that bad. Yeah, the whole weekend, let's go. Perfect. Excellent. Well, it'll still be 2 of them. So worst case is Dilly and Allie and then 2 random people. Hi, Wixen. Maybe they'll make new friends. It's fine. I won't start saying it'll take 5 minutes because I think it'll take longer. Exactly. And, you know, there's like that one part of your brain that's like, this is not going to, like, okay, maybe it'll take longer than 5 minutes, but it's not going to take as long as you're thinking it's going to, but then I can't do it. It's fine. Look, great, thanks. My glasses are crooked, but they're blue light glasses, so it's fine. Somebody remind me, in 1 minute, I need to go and like, I have the French press, so I need to push the thing down. Because I could have made coffee prior to starting stream, but I have a habit of like hitting start stream and then just walking away. To go do whatever I need to do. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, but after play, I can't wear a headset. It's okay. It's okay. I know when I used to play with some other friends and our Mom Brat would also play with us, but Mom Brat wouldn't get on voice. Sometimes wouldn't even get in a VC. They would just watch the stream. So they'd be playing and would just watch stream. Would still carry the whole damn team. Didn't need to be in the voice chat. I don't know how. Mom Rat's a fucking boss when it comes to games. Fucking boss. Mom Brat rules. Oh, speaking of. I forget I can do this. Speaking of, I'm playing this game with no sound. DBD, you'll need sound. I think it'd be funny if at any point, like me or Allie or Dylan or T, who else plays? Anyone that plays it, if you decide to be like, okay, I'm gonna take my headphones off, or I'm just gonna turn the game sound all the way down. Highly recommend you play with sound. Mom Brat, never heard of her. Don't know her. Who is she? Ah, what did I hit? I keep accidentally hitting like the side button on the mouse sometimes, and I'm always scared it's gonna like, I don't know. I've got a list of things to do in my little tab. Okay, it won't show. It's fine. Oh, there it is. But I've got a book. I actually have 2 books. I have 2 books. How many do you have? Get wrecked. Got 2 whole books. Order some speakers for my PC. Do it. So I have a book to read. This is going to be probably only like 3 hours. Because I think I'll need to leave probably around maybe 5 o'clock to like be able to get down to the studio, get in, change, because I've never been to a class during the week and during like after work. I've only ever gone on a Saturday morning, and my class was like one of the first classes of the day, so it might be a little busy, so I'll probably need to leave at like 5. So we'll see. It's fine. Need your ear to heal. Yeah, I found that earphones is a big no, and that's why my ear hasn't been healing. Well, that's not good. No way. Yes way. What are we no weighing? I have to go. How did it go from 11:01 to 11:05 on there? The new killer. Tell me who it is. I'll be right back. Is this working? This isn't working. That's fine. Okay, I'll be right back. Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know who that is. I gotta Google it. Hold on. Hi, Keisha. Hi, Raven. Hang on. I gotta Google that. Hold on. Ah! Copy. DVD. Okay, no, I need a picture. Need to see the face. That's kind of scary. That looks fun. I don't know who that is. Is that a manga or an anime? The Tokyo Ghoul? Okay, well that's fun and I'm excited. But is it out yet? Or are they just like, is it like PTB time? PTB time. Excellent, that's exciting. I love that for all of us. Oh shit. Pushing buttons. Beyonce's on the floor. Okay. Oh, I've made my coffee. Look at me go. Done next. I thought I had something to say. I don't remember. Good morning. Good morning. Been a slow morning. I slept in. It's fine. It's fine. Don't knock the coffee over. It's been chaos over here getting my coffee now. Me too. Not the chaos part, just the coffee part. What did I even do this morning? We'll never, I don't know. You don't know. No one knows. It's fine. Okay. I keep looking at the book because I just finished. What's the second one? Crowd of Midnight last night. I went to bed a little late because I had maybe 10 chapters, something like that. So I was like, I'm just gonna finish the book. It's not gonna take that long. So let me just, by the way, I think I did. So like I have like, now I've got ideas for YouTube videos brewing in my brain. And I badly want to do some kind of video with my thoughts on Throne of Glass, but I also don't want to get absolutely destroyed by the fandom because they're scary. So I haven't read in days. Read now. Had a guest over. I couldn't play Lost Ark at 7 a.m. threw my whole morning off. That was rude of them. But I think I am still gonna like make some kind of little something for Throne of Glass. Because again, we don't need to repeat the same phrases and the same words constantly. Let's use a thesaurus. Let's use Google. Let's use anything else. I would absolutely, I've got ideas. But one of them is I want to like, I've been counting how many times she uses like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a word or a phrase used in that specific manner every single time. Like she tends to use like when characters are talking to each other and one is trying to feign boredom is like, oh, picking at their nails, so and so picked at their nails. That's the same thing. I'm counting like so and so picked at their nails or so and so said picking at their nails. Same thing, counting it as one. So for book 2, Crown of Midnight, if a characters in this book were hissing all over the place, they did nothing but hiss. They were like, I don't know. I'm like, are you cats or snakes? What's going on? And repeating a word. So like they went down, down, down the stairs. That kind of stuff, that happened a lot too. Referring to the main character as a wraith or a beautiful wraith. I was like, I'm gonna try this one. There were more than I expected. She only pouted. The main character was only pouting once, which kind of surprised me. And rude gesture or vulgar gesture was only once. I remember it happening a shit ton more in one of the later books. So I think that's going to pick up. It only happened once in Crown of Midnight and once in Throne of Glass. That kind of surprised me. The hissing, I don't fucking know, man. I counted it last. Let's see, 1, 2. "15 times. 15 times a character hissed a response or like hissed at someone or like, you know, something like they hissed instead of like yelled or spoke or whatever. 15 times. And the repeating a word, like they went down, down, down the stairs or whatever, was 13. And referring to the main character as a wraith or a beautiful wraith was 4, which was more than I expected, honestly. So. To pick up my Shade to Throne of Glass movie. Which one was it? Because I've been catching up on your videos. I don't remember the last one I watched. I think the like 2 recent ones, I don't think I've watched. I'm catching up on yours. That's another thing I was doing yesterday, like while I was working on GoTel stuff. Is I was like, I'm gonna catch up on some YouTube videos. Shit, I don't remember. It's okay, I'm catching up. I'll find them. Okay. Hi Persephone. I think they're overrated. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about the Throne of Glass series. I started reading them 2022, maybe? And that was when I was first getting back into reading after not having read as a hobby since I was a kid. And that's another thing because I was trying to like find what edition I was reading, and my previous review for like Throne of Glass and then Crown of Midnight popped up on Storygraph. I don't remember what I had rated Crown of Midnight, but Throne of Glass I'd given 5 stars. I was like, this time I gave it like 3.5, 3 or 3.5. And I saw a Reddit post yesterday too, where someone was like, oh, like when you folks like me who have started, you know, gotten back into reading and maybe you read Throne of Glass or like whatever. And after a while, like a year or so, and you're kind of like, okay, I know what books I like, what genres I like, what tropes I like, whatever. And then you look back and go, see, I wouldn't rate that book a 5 star now. Wouldn't rate that a 4 star. it'd probably be more like a 2 or a 3. And they were like, do you go back and change it? And people were like, only if I do a reread. And I think that's fair. You know, and if it bothers you, if you look at it and you're like, oh shit, I read book ABC, gave that a 5-star, but that was, you know, 2 years ago when I first started reading again. I'll reread it, and then you're like, that's a 2-star girl, and update it. So my main problem with this series is I do not like the main character. She's basically Superman because she's too perfect in everything. That's my biggest problem. Overall, it's a fun story. It's a fun adventure. You don't really have to think too hard. You just kind of like along for the ride. It's fun. It's definitely not my favorite. As I read more, I'm discovering YA, current YA. Because YA like books as a whole are not bad. It's not like, oh, you read YA books, like you're a loser. No. As a whole, if you're a person who enjoys YA books, that's fine. If you're like, I prefer those to any other type, that's fine. A lot of current YA, and when I hear that, I think of ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, Fourth Wing. Other ones that I probably haven't read, but you know, if you said it, I'd be like, yeah, that one too. It's not really my thing. It was fun when I got back into reading, not really my thing anymore. And that's fine. It's fine for me, it's fine for you, it's fine for everybody. So that's my take on that. So, but that's my biggest problem with Throne of Glass is I don't like the main character. She's really fucking annoying. Smutty parts ain't hot. Yeah, like on Allie's latest, the 2025 spreadsheet for books, she has like a spice level, and I debated taking it out, and I was like, I'll leave it in there. And I just put like the 1. I was like, I guess it's 1. Like, this is just kind of like whatever to me. I'm in the minority based on the fandom. Listen, I've got a lot of complaints, but I'm too scared to say, like, I'll say them here. Because fortunately, a lot of you guys have already heard me say things. But I would not say this in a YouTube video. I would get fucking dragged across the coals by the fandom. They would be coming to my door with pitchforks, with torches, and then drop kicking me in the face. Why young adult literature. So like there's, I don't know what you would call, like, I guess just children's books for like itty bitties. And then middle grade. So like, I don't really know what the age range is, because I feel like middle grade kind of has a pretty decent age range targeted for 13 to 18. Yeah, because in my brain, I feel like prior it was a little older, maybe like early 20s, but they also have new adult, which still confuses me. I can kind of make the distinction between YA and new adult, but new adult was a new thing to me until I like got Allie's spreadsheet. I was like, I don't even know what that is. New adult is smut. Okay. New adult's 18 to 25. And see, in my brain, I was like, YA is probably like, 15, 16 to like maybe early 20s. And I feel like, if you Google it, you're going to get people saying a couple different age ranges, but that 13 to 18 and then 18 to 25 is probably like the closest. So if you pick up a book that's actual smut, it automatically puts it out of YA. Throne of Glass is my favorite of the series. I'm living for all your pins, and I got a lot of opinions on it. Colby, my favorite character, grown thick skin for the series. You got to. Because even last night, I was like, God, I remember I hated you when I was reading it then, and I hate you now, man. Loved them when I first read them, exactly. Hold nostalgia for them, but I don't know if I'll reread them, and the ending pissed me off. And see, I'm a person, I want to finish a series. I don't like leaving a series unfinished. But I'm also not the person, if I truly hate the book, like any part, like the story, a character, the direction it's going, I'll DNF it. I don't fucking care. Hi, are you here to join me in my opinions, Miss Ma'am? Like, I will DNF. Oh no, I'm not going to DNF. I'm determined to finish the book this time because I got through all the books except the last 3. Because whatever, like, I don't know, some blog or something was like, oh, here's the order to read them in. Because I remember reading Assassin's Blade after like the 3rd book or 4th book. And they said you could do the tandem read with Tower of Dawn and whatever that other one is. And I was like, that's going to be a pain in the ass with this ebook bundle I have. So I was like, whatever. They were like, oh, this other, whatever that other book is before the last one, it has a big cliffhanger. I was like, I don't do cliffhangers. I'm going to lose my mind. So I was like, I'll just read Tower of Dawn first. And I tried for a year and I got decently-ish far until I finally called it a DNF for now. I was like, I'm just going to DNF it for now. Maybe in the future I'll pick it back up. So I've read 5 of them. I haven't read the last 3. I'd like to finish them because it's a fun story. It's entertaining. That's, again, I have no problem DNFing a book or a series, but clearly it was interesting enough for me to continue reading. So that's my take on that. Yeah, and if it gets people reading, that's cool. And then they'll read more, because I used to read a shit ton as a kid, and then I picked it back up as a hobby a couple years ago. And those were some of the first ones I read. But now I've been reading more, and I'm like, oh, now I'm kind of like figuring out more what I kind of go towards. Like Robin Hobb. The last book put me in such a bad depressive episode for like 2 months. Oh. See, and then things like that, I'm like, okay, well now I want to finish reading them because I have a general, like, Throne of Glass and then Crown of Midnight. I was like, okay, is this the one that ends like this? And the first one I was like, oh wait, I'm like, that must have been in another book because I'm way too far ahead. So I have like general memories, and then as I read, a little bit more comes back. One thing in the last book I cannot stand, and I removed it from my head canon because I got so angry. Okay, I'll throw the book a lot. Naomi Novik clears for me for YA rares. Okay. And see, I want people currently right at this given moment in time, if anyone has any horror recommendations. And when I say that, I don't do good with gore or extreme horror. Extreme horror can stay far the fuck away from me. Thanks them. Book we don't talk about. But like ghosts, haunted houses, that kind of stuff. You got any recommendations? That's what I'm leaning towards right now. Because I've read just essentially all fantasy that until like the game this year. I'm getting a little burned out. So I'm trying to like rotate in stuff that's just not fantasy. Because I'm like getting a little burned out and I don't want that. They aren't allowed to have excessive cussing in YA. Friends of YA writers, they have certain restrictions. If they put in their book, they have to change the age rate. That's interesting. I'm learning so much today. The ending is still engraved in my brain. I could give you a presentation. When I finish it, I still want the presentation though. I still request the presentation after I finish the book because I will watch it. Last book was really gut-wrenching. I think if I think about it to this day, I'll still break into tears. Yeah. Oh, I'm not romantic-y. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. I've tried, and I think I go into them not realizing that they're romantic-y. I think that's what it is, because you know, it typically has like adventure and like they're like, this is the plot and oh no, things are happening. And I'm like, that sounds interesting. And then I get into the book and I'm like, did I get fooled? Is this a romantasy? Because I don't realize it until I'm already in the book. And it's just not my thing. It's fine for other people. It's just not what I'm gravitating towards. It's fine. Check on Storygraph. If you see romance listed before fantasy, just click out of the book. Which is so annoying though, because sometimes the premise, like you'll read the little summary and I'm like, that sounds interesting though. I'm like, can you just take the romance out? Can you just rewrite it and take it out? What are we reading today? Okay, I'm gonna try and get some stuff done, but in case I don't, or like it, I'm only gonna be here a few hours in case I get done early. Okay, this is still kind of like fantasy, I guess. I finished the first book last year and just for whatever reason never read this one. But I really enjoyed the first one, so I think this still technically counts as fantasy, but it's more like fairy tale. Because I know that was on that. I remember that was a video I watched from you, May, and you mentioned that book, and I remember leaving a comment. You had, okay, yeah. Need to fix that shelf. Yeah, this one. I think I got these as ebooks. I think I had this one as an ebook and then I enjoyed it so much I got the hardback. Yeah, so I don't know if you'll need to read this one in order to understand that one. I truly don't know. Trophy book. I feel like it might help you understand like some characters because I think the main character in this one is obviously in that one. So I'm not sure though that if you didn't read the first one, you would just be totally lost. You may want to Google that. Do I need to read the Hazelwood before I read the Night Country? So, but I was like, I saw you put that in there and I was like, oh, I could read that one too. Can finally finish that series because it's only a duology. Going through my shelf today and unhauling 26 books. Let's go. I would assume I thought it was a duology. Yeah. It's dusty. My bad. It dusty. But like it's more like fairy tale, but that's still fantasy. So I'm like, but it's not like the fantasy that I have been reading. So in my brain, that makes it different. But the other book that Joel, Fictional Fates, who is here on Twitch, but I think he started on BookTube. His friend wrote this book, The Blonde Dies First. I don't think it's their debut novel. I forget. There's like one other book and I can't remember the title. But this one sounded interesting. And it's like mystery, thriller, horror. And I was like, that's what I want right now. I want to kind of move just a couple steps away from the fantasy and get a little palate cleanser, if you will. So this one sounds interesting and it's horror and it's a thriller. So I'm excited. So that one's also on my list. So I borrowed that one from Libby. It's on my Kindle. So in case I finish my tasks, that's what I'll probably start reading this one. Oh wait, I guess I could hide the pages. We ain't reading anything right now. Fine. Fairy tale fantasy. That's why I really enjoyed the Hazelwood. I was like, this is different and it's dark and it's fun. I do this often. Oh, the unhauling books. Get badges working on chat overlay. Pick up books having no idea they aren't the first book in the series. it's fine. Because sometimes you're just like, that's a cool cover. Or you're like, that sounds interesting. Between tests, I mean, reading The Rag Picker King, which is a chunky book. I edited out my video because I hate, but I don't think I'm going to be reading horror anymore. And that's totally fine. Yeah, and see, like, some people are like, horror's not my thing. I want to read something and be like, this is fun and happy. And I'm having a good time. Maybe there's some adventure in there, but I'm still happy and having a good time. I really like the haunted house thing, like haunted house, creepy, like haunted ghosts and spirits and stuff. Like, that's fun for me. So I do want to read that. I'm excited. Haunted house, my favorite thing. It's just a good time. Not for the characters, but for me. It's fine if it's not fine for them, though. That's not my problem. Mystery. Yeah, like, I do want to read some more mysteries and thrillers. So, I also... I need to check my email. I do want to get more recommendations on both of those. So, got a lot to do. In 38 minutes. Okay. We're going to work. It's going to be a great time. I'm going to check my email and not clear all of them because there's far too many and that's too much for me to handle right now. But last night I was like, I did see an email from someone else. Like, I do need to check my email. I'm just going to do the important stuff. And then I'll leave the rest of the emails. Yep. One task at a time. I will deal with all of that for another day. It's great. It's fine. Okay. Everyone get to work or do what you do. I'm not your mom. See you in 45 minutes. I was going to type and I was like, I guess I could just unmute, come back and talk. Yeah, Brian's not a skeleton. How do we know though? Like she says that Brian's not the skeleton and calls him Harold. And then, you know, suppose this guy that occasionally shows up. I mean, we all saw the other person. That could have just been like an OBS trick or something. For all we know, it's just like a green screen and like she's programmed it and she controls it. Like it's like AI green screen or something. You don't know. I don't know. None of us know. I need to find this download though that I just grabbed. I've met Brian, can't even be sure. See, like, and that's someone who has seen him in person. Seen him. Where the fuck did this go? Hello? Where did you go? I thought I'd done downloaded it though. Was my Brian? The jury's still out. Just AI, yeah. Like, can we really be sure that it's an actual person? What the hell? Oh, I think I fucked it up. Allegedly, there's a person called Brian, and allegedly he exists and is Allie's partner. Yeah, you've seen skeleton Brian more than like the human Brian. So, oh fuck, that's not what I wanted to do. Remove the blur. Damn. Boop. Okie dokie. Oh, it's because I didn't exit out. Rude. Is he a vampire or a skeleton? He might even be a vampire. Yeah, like it could all just be a farce for all we know. It's just like Allie truly is playing the longest of long cons. And in like 25 years, she'll be like, gotcha. Just, yeah, we got to see the insides. Hi, Roxy. Roxy, I have so many ideas for what you sent me last night. I've already, in my brain, I've already like created this whole video. It's a whole thing. I'm excited. I told Tian, I was like, first of all, I'm gonna need your assistance. Second of all, I have to order things from Amazon. Third of all, I need your assistance with like, I need his assistance. DM me. I created a page in my Notion because I was like, okay, what if like this song. And then I was like listening to the song, watching the music video, things started coming in my brain. And so I took the lyrics to the song and I pasted them there. So that way I could also have the lyrics that the AI thing came up with. We hate AI here. We need to be clear. We all hate AI. I think it's fine if you want to use it like in a meeting and like everyone's taking their notes and like, yes, my project update on the Tallahassee bread company is that we are making a lot of bread, you know, like whatever. It can be used to take like meeting minutes. That's fine. I don't really care. And use an AI for silly shit. So like coming up with lyrics of the Gavin and Allie love story and then making it into a song. We hate AI for creation, not a helpful tool. Yeah. We don't, when it's like art, we don't want it. Like writing a book, we don't want it. None of that. But for silly shit, it's fine. Or for like taking meeting minutes for the Tallahassee bread company. Yeah. Silly shit we don't need to stress over work. That's what we want it for. And that's what we're using it for. That's the only use. The only use I will accept. Okay, this. Cut, paste, replace. Hope that was the right one. It was. Have good luck, Ivy. Have a good stream. Okay, I organized photos yesterday, so I'm Gucci on that note. Packed as much as I can while laundry's still going. Exactly. Because then you can just, you know, kind of like what you need to grab out of the laundry, so you can be like, okay, as soon as it's done, grab, pack, done. Zip up the luggage. Where'd you get my chair? That's a good question. Tien, where's this chair from? Where's this one from? Amazon. The Amazon. Not the rainforest, the website. I'll see if I can, I think it might have been on Tien's Amazon, but we can find a link. Remind me. I can send it to you. Looks like I'm going from TikTok. It's really comfy. I like it. I have a very short torso. Me and you are both short. I think you actually might be a little shorter than me. I will say, like the little lumbar thingy, it's not perfectly where I would like it. And because we're both short, like if you lean back, I would prefer the headrest thing to kind of like hit where the curve of my neck is, and it doesn't do that. But I have a short torso and I am a short person. 4 foot okay, you're tinier than Allie. Our friend Allie's only 5 foot. So that's the only thing. But you know, you could probably get like maybe the whole chair I think is very comfortable. I don't have an issue with it. But you could maybe get like a little pillow for the like lumbar part, or even like sit on a cushion. That might help, you know, get some height. But just as an aside, but overall, I like it. I have no problem with it. And the little, oh, you can't see, but the armrests go up. I'm making the armrest go up right. Oh, you can kind of see that one. Kind of. Look. Mine comes with pillow. Yeah. So you can get like a little more cozy. Speaking of Amazon, hey Jeff, come close. Fuck you. Yeah, also that. Also that. Went to the rainforest and I made a chair. That's why it's green. Because the rainforest has trees and is green. Therefore my chair is green. I'm being so productive. Okay, I know we're not working. I just want to know what my task is. It's here tomorrow. Let's go. Yeah, the previous chair I had was, we got it from IKEA. And it was like a typical office chair, like the fake leather and just, you know, like the straight back. It was like a 90-degree angle and you could lean back in it. But I was like, at the time, I was like, this is fine. It'll, you know, whatever, it does the job. And then I think it was last year, I was like, my back fucking hurts. This is not comfortable. No, exactly. Tian's like, yeah, you need to get like an actual like chair, not this office chair. We don't need this. So this is much better. And I would put like a little pillow for my back, but a lot of the time my cat Bo, he wants to sit in the chair with me and he wants to sit behind me. Cause that was, Tian had some, like his chair has like a gap between where the bottom part ends and where the seat is. And I was like, I have to have a chair that connects, because if Bo sits there, and he will, I don't want him to be falling out. He'll just tumble right out from the back. He has to sit with me. So that was my one condition for the chair. That my cat could sit in the chair with me. And I think that's fair. Okay. am excited. What's my task? What am I even supposed to be doing? I don't remember. Oh, my book club response. I know Frogsy was lurking. I do need to do my book club response because we are reading this book, Moon of the Crusted Snow. I don't think my thoughts are aligning with everyone else's, which is fine. Just because you've got multiple people reading the same book, not everyone has to love the book. People can have different opinions. Don't feel guilty, Keisha. No. No. You rest and do not feel guilty. That's what you just left off. Do not feel guilty. That's all that is. That was a mistype. Yeah. I need to, like, the question, well, Lydia was just kind of like, you know, what are your thoughts so far? And put her thoughts. Meek put his thoughts. Somebody else put their thoughts too. And that was like Sunday or like Saturday night, maybe. And I was sitting there looking at it. I was like, I need to gather my thoughts. I have thoughts. I just need to kind of sort them out. But my thoughts are not aligning with everyone else's so far. I'm not super impressed. It's a short book. I just really don't think we need that like long of a setup. And I think how long do I read this week? Read through chapter 21, which is like the end of part 1. So like 11 chapters. No, 10. I don't know. Part of your task is being not guilty. Or be guilty of being a cutie. Get wrecked. Anyways. So I'm hoping, I think I might try to read tonight at least a few chapters. I thought last week it was read through chapter 10. And at the end of chapter 7, I was like, okay, I think stuff's going to start picking up. It didn't. End of chapter 10, I was like, okay, maybe next chapter it starts to pick up. Gotta. I need to type my thoughts out. But so far, overall, not super impressed. Hoping it picks up. We shall see. I'm going to go put my coffee mug away. I'm going to type out my book response. Yeah. The end. Wait. Hang on. Wait. I knew it. A little ding dong. Fuck. Oh, ding dong. Dilly's on. Hold on before I do anything else. Go grab Dilly and pull a tab up. Because he's there. Well, he's not there yet. Like, it's on the starting soon screen, but he's there. He's just hiding behind it. Dilly's like, okay, we're gonna work now. Okay, bye. Okay, that's good. I was gonna say, I hope. I was trying to like go through your schedule in my head and I was like, okay, I think this is the week where she'll be off today, tomorrow, but I couldn't remember. Okay. Just rest. Because you got a lot going on. Plus you got a puppy. Plus you got a Tyler. You got a lot going on. Sometimes your body just needs to rest. And that is all you need to do. So that is what I prescribe as a doctor. I am Dr. Pizza Cat, and I am saying that you should rest. What are you gonna do? Fight me? I'm the doctor. I said it on the internet, so it's true. What's Dilly doing? He was showing a book off. I have to get up and take care of it. Okay, but like you could get up, do that, and then go back and sit. Just sit. Does he have an iced coffee? That looks really good. Listen. Everybody needs to rest. Do the minimum that needs to be done, like taking care of the dog, feeding yourself, drinking water, but then you just rest. Okay, we've got one more Pomo, right? Yeah. I was like, I'll do a short stream today because my yoga class is at 6 and it won't be over until 7 and I'll be hungry, so I'll need to eat something beforehand because I also haven't had lunch. But I don't want to eat anything too heavy because I'm going to do yoga. I also need to remember to take my yoga mat. I wonder where the class is. That's a really good question, me. Oh, it probably says it in my app. I'll have to look. Can I look on here? Where is this one? I don't know, but I'll just check in when I get there and we'll see what happens. They'll be like, go this way, and I'll say, okay. But everyone's being super productive. I'm being productive. You guys are being productive. Super excited. Stop it, mouse. Oh my gosh. So I have Dilly's stream up and it looks like he has an iced coffee. I don't know if that's what it is, but that's what it looks like. And now I want an iced coffee. Is not being productive. You're just existing. Sometimes you just need to exist. Like Keisha and Mariah just need to exist at this moment. And that's being productive. So there you go. There you go. Oh my god. Also, I have too many things on my desk. Also need to work on Totoro. I really meant to work on Totoro yesterday and I didn't. Oh. Need to put these in like a bag. Like when Coco finishes her cross stitches, I think probably even while she's working on them, she puts them in like just a Ziploc bag, depending on like how big the piece is. So when it's done, that way it's like put away and it's nice. But I finished the Katamari one had been finished. I just had to get like the printable embroidery paper stuff off, and same with the Chocobo. So they both still need to be ironed, but I washed them. They just need to be ironed so they're nice, and then I need to get more hoops to put them in, and then they'll be actually finished. Oh look, just a little guy. He's real cute. I like the chocobo, and it was fast. And I told Tien, like, after he was like, oh yeah, you should make the beak orange. I was like, damn, I should have made the feet orange. But I started on one of the feet, and I started with the black thread, and I was like, well, it's too late now. Unless he has one orange foot and one black foot, which could be a thing. But I need to work on that. I need to get plastic bags. I don't think I have sight. Well, I could probably do one big one. It's fine. I'll figure it out. I was going to do the declutter challenge. Did the math. I would have to get rid of 400 items. That's a lot of work. Yeah. I don't think I realized how many items total it was going to be. But, and I still have things to get rid of. I haven't done it in the past 2 days, at least 3 days. I was in a weird headspace a couple days ago, so I just didn't do it. I don't even think I have 496 items. Yeah, like, I definitely have a lot of stuff that could still go, whether that means donated, trash. Those are really the only options. Like, I still have a good amount of stuff that can go, but I don't have 496 items that can go. Because I'm trying to do better with, like, just not buying stuff in general. I still do, but I'm trying to do better. And, like, using up stuff before I buy more stuff. Which is why I'm trying to get all my thread in order. So that way, when I'm trying to work on a new project, I'm like, oh, I need DMC 402, you know, and I just do a quick search. I'll be like, oh, I don't have it, just order more. When I do have it, it's just like not in the spot I looked. So then I don't end up with like, maybe I had 5 of that color and then I ordered an additional 5 and I don't need that many. I could get rid of a book with 496 pages, true. This is why I have 7 skeins of 666. Exactly. Yeah, and like some projects call for a lot. And most patterns will be like, oh, you know, it's roughly 3 skeins or however many. And I tend to order at least 1 to 2 extra. So I always have extra anyway. But there have been plenty of times where I do a quick search. I'm like, I don't have it. And so I order it and then later I'm like, fuck. So I'm trying to get better about that. But I just don't have 496 items total to get rid of. Like, I mean, if we could count like trash, like, you know, like flyers and shit you get in the mail. I'm really bad about, fuck, we haven't checked the mail in a long time. Speaking of, I haven't checked it in a while. Tian also was like, fuck, I haven't either. Oh god, me too. If you haven't checked your mail recently, go check your mail. Fuck. It's probably like overflowing because we're in an apartment building and it's just like a small box. It's probably stuffed to the brims. Should probably do that today. It's a long walk to my mailbox. I work from home. I don't buy it. Yeah, like Tien is hybrid, but doesn't go near the mailbox. He takes the elevator down to the garage. I don't leave the house as often as I should. But when I do, I also don't go by the mailbox. I go out a side door. So I have to purposely go to the mailbox. Although I'm trying to get back into, right now I'm just trying to walk. I need to start a running training plan. Like I'm basically starting from 0. But I would like to go into our apartment gym and do some strength training. And that's right by the mailbox. So when I was going to the gym every so often, shut up timer, I'm not done. After work, I'd be like, okay, I'll go check the mail because it was right there. But I haven't done that. So For the first time since the middle of February. Okay, none of us are checking our mailboxes. It's fine. It's okay. But if you haven't checked your mail recently, maybe do that today. Might do my own declare challenge. Call it the birthday clean. Gonna get rid of 26 times for my birthday. Do it. Oh man. What was I talking about? Something about the mail, and then I was talking about thread. I don't remember. I don't remember how we got here. Slush snowing. Ew. Don't want to go out there. No. Do it later. But see, that's what happens is when like you go, I'll do it later. And then later you're like, well, I'm about to start making dinner. I'll do it after. Then after that, well, now I'm in comfy clothes and it's dark. I'll do it tomorrow. And that's how you end up not checking your mail for God knows how long. Somebody remind me to go check the mail. I need to remind myself. I don't even remember the last time I checked it. Check the mail. Remember in Madison one time I got mail delivered to your door? My maternal grandmother, when she lived in my hometown before they moved, they had the little mailbox like attached right by their front door. And I was like, man, how easy would that be? You really don't have an excuse. Even I would go do it. I'd be like, all right, I can go to the front door and grab the mail. With a sticky note from the UPS, empty your mailbox. Roxy, thank you. Thank you for the 2 months, friend. I appreciate it. That sounded really loud, but that's okay. It's just to wake everybody up so you remember to go and check your mail. Dog is fed. Keisha, have you checked your mail recently? Because none of us have. That's King of the Hill. That's Hank Hill going, whoa, when he is shocked or surprised. I have not. Okay, that's okay. None of us have checked our mail, apparently. I don't remember the last time I checked the mail. May just checked theirs and for the first time since middle of February. I can't remember the last time I checked the mail. Live on the first floor, have to pass our mailbox every time we... Okay. I barely check it like 2 times a month. But also we don't get junk mail. Can opt out. I wish. I checked my mail. Digital print. Let's go. That's how we got there. Because I was talking about like, oh, you know, like flyers and junk mail you get in the mail. And that is when my brain was like, you haven't checked the mail in a very long time. So that's how we got here. That's how I related it to the declutter challenge, which there's way too much paper is one of my biggest issues is there's a lot of paper and it's just everywhere. So if that could count as the declutter challenge, which it might, maybe like a loose, but even still, I don't even think with that it would be 496 items. Hello. Okay, well that makes me feel better that like CEO's mailbox is like right there, and even then it's like it's fine. God, I don't want to go look at our mail. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be man, I'll go check it just to make you feel it. Yeah, like unless you've checked your mail in the past like 2 days, go check your mail. There's no junk. I did the apartment complex we lived in Southern California. There were some folks, that was a trek. It really wasn't that bad, but like it was a bit of a trek because it was not close to our apartment unit, like our building. So you really had to go out of your way to go check the mail, which also meant that I didn't check it that often. I had to purposely be like, okay, we got to go check the mail. So, but there were a couple people that would put like no solicitation, no junk mail, and they'd just like put it on the little mailbox. And I was like, I'm not sure that's going to work, honestly. BRB, go and check the mail. Had a mail strike last. Yeah, that was a long strike too. The Canada Post one. Since I've been horrible at checking my mail because we were getting no mail. That's fair. Like that strike went on for a really long time. So I could understand how you guys are like, another day, another strike, another day of no mail. So why would I go check? I just send back to say, oh yeah, I tend to get a lot of other people's mail. Like it's my address, but it's someone, I guess, who previously lived there. And I just, if I have a pen, I'll write return to sender. But if I don't, I just stick it in the outgoing. Like this is not me. Mail is mostly junk mail and mail addressed to the previous owners who never did a change of address. Nope, nothing. Ours is gonna be overflowing. No James here, keep your junk. Yeah, like a couple times I've gotten some mail that it looks very important. I'm like, that's not good for you. Because I don't know where you live. Clearly USPS doesn't know where you live. And this looks very important and like you really need to handle this. So that sucks for you. My house is 3255. The next door house is 3225. At least I'm hoping that means you guys get along, like, you know, decently, so you can be like, hey, yes, again, here you go. Or just go like throw it in their mailbox, be like, here you go. We have 2 plastic things. One is our name. The other is reversible to either ja or nein. I was going to say neen. And I was like, no, this is German. How do you say no in German? Nein. And colored. Thankfully, our mail people respect it as well. Very nice. I feel like, oh, it's a no call list. I was like, is there a way to opt out of junk mail? And I was like, what? There is, right? And I was like, no, you're thinking of the no call list, which I don't think people even, you know, they don't respect that either. So it doesn't matter. Just put it in their mailbox. Spoken to them once when I first moved in. They seemed annoyed at the interruption, even though I was delivering cookies. That's fun. Like, I mean, I also probably won't, whenever we get a house, really interact with my neighbors, but I'm gonna be friendly unless they're a jackass. Unless, like, you're gonna be one of those, I ain't gonna interact nicely with you. I would like to stop getting child support letters. Yeah, I think I've also gotten some child support, like, letters. And I was like, yeah, that's the wrong person. That ain't me. There is supposed to be a way to opt out of junk mail, but it works as well as the no call list. Sounds about right. Can I help you, ma'am? Ask me how I know. Ain't me, and I ain't my kid. Good luck. Baby. I'm gonna have to put you on the floor. There's no space. I've gotten court summons for others. I'm like, they're going to jail. They didn't get this. Yeah, I get, it's more often than not like government issued letters, and I'm like, that sucks for you. Can I help you, ma'am? She's just crouching under the monitor. I had this though. I was also going to show you this. I started on this little Totoro. So I like this one. Scared me. Hi, Raiders. Hello from me and Totoro. And my cat Beyonce, but she's down here and you can't see her. How was Minecraft? In love with Jake from the State Farm. You got 2 eggs smashed on my head. I love that for you. I gotta go shower. Go shower, girl. Go shower. So it sounds like it was a good time. It sounds like stream was very fun. Welcome in, Raiders. I am Pizza Cat or Kristen. My pronouns are she, her. This is Totoro. Here's a little chocobo. Little chocobo. I'd show you my cat, but she's large and grumpy, and she's kind of crouching under the monitor. Yeah, you're large and grumpy. How much do eggs are? I have chickens. Come here. I too am large and grumpy. She knows I'm gonna put her on the floor, so she doesn't want to go this way. So she went back that way. But welcome in. I mostly do makers and crafting. Today we're co-working because I had stuff to get done that I was putting off. And I was like, we need to get things done. I'll see your name on the member so you do it. Oh, okay. $15. Yeah. Eggs are expensive now. Yeah. They got chickens though, so it's okay. You could sell those. You would make money. Well, welcome in. We're just doing some co-working. We're getting shit done. But thank you for coming in. My desk is a mess now. I was trying to show people stuff and now I just made a mess. Oh no. I need a whole chicken for how hot eggs is getting, truly. Truly. One of my friends back in my hometown, I used to watch her dogs all the time and house sit for her. One of her neighbors had a rooster, at least a rooster, because you could hear it all the time. It would just talk at any given point of the day. And so possibility that they might have chickens, and now I'm like, while the rooster was annoying, if they had chickens, maybe you could work out a system like, hey, trade eggs for something. Fine. Go in the shower. Have a good shower. Thank you for bringing everybody over. Folks have been hit the hardest by as a family with the goose that laid the golden eggs. Now that normal eggs are worth more than pound than golden eggs, truly. They were like, we've made it. They've been doing good for a long time. And then this happened. They're like, well, fuck. Now it's just decoration. It's just decor. And also, thank you for the follows. We have anonymous follows here. Let's see if this works, because I think I broke it, but then I think I fixed it. I did it. Gotta go shower. Have a good shower. Oh, I hope you had a good gym session. I'm going to yoga later, so I'm counting that. The goose is a crypto scam, yes. But we're working on, well, it's this way. Working on follower milestones. When we hit 550, I'm going to play the Hooked on You dating sim, the DBD dating sim that I've had for years and I've never played. So we're getting there. It's going to be a good time. Gym session. Yeah. You must be named Jim. Any version of Jim, because there's multiple ways to spell names. So if your name is Jim, then you can go to the gym. And since I'm doing yoga later, which counts as a gym session, I therefore must change my name to Jim. The Ratchler? No, what is that? Has Mishi played that? Getting close. Is that similar to that like pigeon dating game? Because that was funny. Rat Bachelor. Jimbo Pizza Cat. That's my name. It's my new name. I gotta go fill out all the forms later. But we're gonna do one more sprint. Maybe a little shorter sprint. Maybe. Nah, we'll do 45 minutes. We'll do 45-minute sprint. Do one more. So you are free to go shower if you need to. Go get food. Go get water. Read a book. Take a nap. You can do whatever you want because I'm not your mom. You can do what you want. Bachelor with brats. Mention it to Michi, but she's in the forget. Okay. I think she would have a good time because the pigeon dating sim was a good time. So I feel like she will also have a good time with that one. And I would like to see her play it. But I'll see you guys in 45 minutes. honestly, that's fair. Like, I have yet to do any long form video editing, but like Allie, I know Gavin's done some behind the scenes kind of stuff, and like Tien has also done long form editing. I'm just like, it doesn't look like the most fun. It looks like a lot. So very understandable when you get to a point where you're like, this is all brand new information. I'm learning this from scratch. Plus I'm, you know, still new to creating videos and creating content. I'm tired. So this is what you get. You're welcome. You don't like it? Too bad. We learn as we go. But that was a good sprint. I didn't read anything, but that's okay because I got stuff done. I put more stuff on my to-do list, but that's kind of like for later. Some of it's research for our in-person Walk to End Lupus event that's later in the year in September in my area, and this is a bit distracting when you're streaming. You're a little bit distracted even if you're doing things and being productive. And that's something that I want to be able to sit down and just not have any distractions around me. Really frustrated because I downloaded it as 1080p. When I uploaded it on YouTube, it went down to SD. So that's weird. HD and then it went down. So literal worst fucking quality than the one I've been doing on my phone. About had a Menti bee over there. Okay, first of all, Menti bee is super cute. I love the phrase, don't love that it happened to you. Thank you for your service. That's weird. And I know next to nothing about any of it. Allie might know. Uploads as SD and then will go to HD. That's interesting. I was like, there's a person who's done this a handful of times. So therefore should know. Is he? I thought Tien was locked out. Oh. Okay, our mail is not as bad as we thought. It's still a lot, but it wasn't as bad as we were thinking. A lot of junk mail. Shocker to no one. Yours never did. It should be immediately. What? Are you gonna do you want to do it on your stream or here? Tien has a secret surprise something special and I don't know what it is. Put it up close. Wait. Don't look at me. What? Don't look at me. Claps in the chat for Tien. That's a lot of money raised for charity. We love that. Fucking go. And he's got the banner. I forget when they send you the banner. Yeah, hold on. Hell yeah. We weren't sure, he, both of us. Because ideally it would be nice if it was behind him, but behind him is the door. Unfortunately. I'm just gonna hold it. Every stream, I'm just gonna stand there and hold the banner. But I told him, I was like, one option would be just to hang it above his desk so that he sees it, but it would be nice. Oh, that could work. I mean, it's fine. Door hang hook, maybe. No, like, but it would be on the back though, so that, yeah. Maybe. Good shout. I think because before when he got it, it was the 7,500, but now that he's got the 10K, like, that's wild. $10,000 for charity is wild. It's good, but it's wild, but it's excellent. So, yeah, 4 years. And we're gonna keep going. I think now that he's got 2, hanging it up is like more of a thing that we're gonna try to do. Put it in the door. I don't think we have a single empty door. We do. We have a lot of empty doors. We have a lot of empty walls. Like this. I keep going, I'm gonna hang stuff up there so that it's not blank and boring, and I haven't done it yet. Because I'm like, that seems like a project. Well, no, like I was gonna get a shelf, like a little one though. But even above the shelf, there ain't nothing there. Just boring. Fine, I'll figure it out. Love getting a random blue sky notification, some AI artist. The only AI we want around here is to take meeting minutes and to come up with Taylor Swift coded lyrics for Alan and Gabby. Gabby? Okay, I'm creating new names for both of you. Because Alan that just happened because we call you Alan far too often, apparently. Gabby could work. I can't see because your hand's in the way. Maybe a smidge in towards it. Just a smidge. Smidge. All the videos I've uploaded from my phone are all as HD. Again, actual editing software, the quality is SD. So I was like, well, I can't do this right now. He's like, I got my video up. That's all that matters. Fine. The whip embroidery on, so the wall of shame, basically. Wall of shame. If scheduling at work or with friends is a headache, use AI to do that shit because the time and stress it saves. We only use AI for silly things. You're not an artist. You're an AI artist. Yeah, you haven't eaten. I haven't eaten lunch either. Okay, I need. Put this away. Put this away. We need to put this away. Working on project. Go away. We'll deal with that later. That wasn't a priority. That's just going to be like a fun little extra. Hey, I should take out my garbage so I can make art. Not the other way around. Exactly. Like, be useful. Anyways. That's what it should be used for. I'm hungry. This is muted. Mute. Oh, God. It almost wasn't muted. Okay. Everything's fine. I have a lot of things I need to put away. I did some researching about it. A lot of people recommend whatever quality you want on YouTube to download it one level higher. So I should download as 4K. So if YouTube ruins the quality, it's still HD. Gotta look into it. This, like, what is happening? YouTube, get it together. You're the only thing holding us together now. Only AI I'm sarcastically grateful for is Google AI Summary. I think they making the education system look good. I was about to say, there's 2 art subreddits because one was formerly, it was called, I think it was just Ark, but it was about the Noah's Ark, like the Jesus Bible story. And I don't know what happened, but the Ark people took it over. So, hi. So there's 2 Ark subreddits, and I love seeing all the posts where someone's like looking up how to do something in Ark, or like looking up like, how do I tame this dinosaur? And the AI summary, they take a picture and they're like, this is 100,000% inaccurate. It'll just be the dumbest shit. And I'm like, good job. Good job. Like, I saw an article not too long ago, something about like the top 10 tames of Ark or something like that. And not only were they misnaming the dinosaurs, but they were saying just wrong shit. Because somebody posted that link in there. I saw it, and then somebody posted the link in one of the subreddits later that day. And we were all like, what the fuck? AI at use. And bad. Excellent. Anyways. I have a fancy camera, not a phone, which makes up for some of the things. So do I. Just a lot of people on Reddit said that going from DaVinci to YouTube makes their quality go down. That's weird. Because I know Tien's only ever used DaVinci, like when he does his YouTube instructional stuff. That's weird. Tears of the Kingdom sub was really about a book series from a medium-sized author, but was taken over. I kind of find it funny when there's a subreddit that was clearly like, that was about one thing and then it just gets taken over. Yeah, you hit that by another group. That's my confusion. When I filmed and updated from phone, it was always in HD. Now that I'm filming on my phone, updating from PC, it's like it's losing quality. That's so weird. Ma'am. Are you just gonna stand there? You're not getting food right now. Do you need lunch? Are you just really hungry? I'll figure it out. If I don't, people can deal with the SD videos. Or no, you won't stop making them. We'll figure it out. By we, I mostly mean you. It will get figured out though, because I need everyone to just keep making videos. Also, the lesbian sub is full of porn, so the actual lesbians wanting to talk about lesbian stuff have actual, oh yeah, and then they have to change it to be like actual this. Because they're like, fuck these idiots. Friend sent me one earlier that confidently states that Lady Gaga is 2 days older than Ariana, however you say her name, then proceeds to give correct date of birth for both of them. The thing can't even do basic math. It gives you a really good laugh though. Hi, baby. Like, just failing an open book test is that hard is something. Thanks for wasting the environment, Google. Sometimes it's like extra funny because it's just that bad and just that wrong. And then other times you're like, why? For why? Our trees is about weed and our weed is about trees. Oh, our world politics is an unmoderated hellscape of whatever. And our anime titties is actual discussion about world news. God, I love Reddit. Reddit's so good. Ma'am, you're kind of in the way. There's a baby in the way. Hold on. Listen. Come here. Come here. Say hello. And goodbye. Bye. She wants food. That's what she wants. Just gotta hold the fur off of here. The first time I ran across anime titties in the feed, I was very confused. Like, you know how if you ever click into any subreddit at all ever, even if it's just like adjacent to something else and they'll show it to you in the feed and it might be like, oh, what is that? And then it just keeps popping up and keeps popping up. I'm like, stop it. I don't want to join this subreddit. Leave me alone. Fur everywhere. Anyways. Reddit's barely hanging together only by the unpaid labor of their mods. Yep, content creators. Reddit leadership do one bad decision after next in an effort to kill the place. Yeah. Still love using Reddit though, and that's where I get all my answers. If I'm looking for something, I'm like, blah blah question, and then I just put Reddit at the end of it. But here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna raid out. I'm gonna go eat lunch. I'm probably gonna have to feed Beyonce a little lunch. I will see you guys in Allie's stream for a little bit shortly. I know Dylan's still on. I don't know how long he's gonna go. But then I will be going to yoga later. I know T is going out of town for a vacation. Probably in a couple hours. So DPD is gonna be weird tonight. Extra weird. It's gonna be extra weird. Because they'll be down 2 people. Tien has to feed himself lunch. He's a big boy. He can feed himself lunch. Like a big He said, I'm big man, big grown man. Makes his own lunch just like a grown up. Yeah, Nessa might join. I don't know if you guys reached out to Thimpa or not, but it'll be fine. But I'll be over there a little bit, lurking. I'm gonna eat lunch. Thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow, I do need to work on my actual craft projects, because I didn't do that yesterday. I was working on projects. It just wasn't cross stitch or embroidery projects. So I do need to work on those. Need to do a lot of stuff. But we got things done today, and that's excellent. Enjoy being a human pretzel / statue. Man, we were stretching in ballet the other day, and we were using the bar to stretch, and I was like, girl, we got work to do. We were a pretzel, but we were like a pretzel stick, not like the curvy pretzels.
Big grown man make his own lunch.
Big grown man makes his own lunch. Yeah. I'm hella blown out right now because of the freaking sun. It's fine. But we're going to go say hi to Laura, because Laura is celebrating 4 years on Twitch for 46-hour anniversary stream. They are down to just under 26 hours. So I was hanging out in there earlier, but they were sleeping. Right now they're playing Fallout 76. We love Laura. Laura's a good time. Okay, so not shout out. Why every time? Every time I try to raid, I type shout out. That's just the mod in me. You know. I also use the bar to stretch. My wallet is stretched real thin after a trip to the bar. You gotta have your home bar. That's cheaper. But let me, hold on. Copy. I know exactly what I'm doing all the time forever. Okay, no, you know what? I don't want to do that. I want to do a different one. I want to do a different one. Hold on. Wait. Oh, I was like, how can you see Beyonce? So I turn a little bit. You can see her. Happy 4 years. We're going to do happy 4 years. Okay, that one. Where's the dinosaur? Dinosaur. Okay, now. Okay. Now we can go. This is not what I wanted. All right. Grab a raid. You can grab any raid message. But we're going to go say hi to Laura. We're going to go wish her a happy 4-year affiliate anniversary. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great time zone. Make good choices. Eat food, drink water, read a book, take a nap, do whatever you want. Because I'm not your mom. I'm not in charge. Okay, bye.